Another example for the lack of awareness about our mind, when we get in a heated argument with somebody and we believe that we are right and the other person is wrong, and we really believe, so it's not just for arguing the argument for the sake of argument, but when you really believe that your perspective is the truth, and you assume automatically, unconsciously, that that is the only correct way. Let's say it can be a political opinion, or it can be some conflicts in a family, or how to raise children, uh, or in an office about judging the customers or the boss. So whenever you have a very strong opinion that you are right, then you are not aware that it is just your own opinion. You observe something, you have, so this I combine creating the perception creation process, meaning creation, and having an opinion and believing that this is the only thing. So if you understand what is a perception creation process, then you get information in the present moment that you see something from your limited perspective, and process this information used by your past experience. And depending on what is your past experience, what are the main beliefs, knowledge, what are the main values that you stored in your mind and get it from other people and maybe modified by yourself, that you interpret all the situation. And of course there is an information part, because let's say sometimes we have the personal experience, let's say in a family discussion or in an office conflict. But when it comes to, let's say, politics, when we get the information mainly from the news or Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, so from other people, the media, that they of course they try to manipulate us and accept their perspective. So whenever you have a very strong understanding, when you think that you understand what's happening, this is the fact, understand is that most information comes from other people, so that that is your mind's problem if you believe that it's true. I talk about this in another video. But you also create your own meaning. So based on your past experiences, values, knowledge, mental models in your mind, you create a meaning, but you are not aware. You think that you discover the truth, you understand how life works, then you start to argue with other people who probably also has this one-sided way that I am right because I know, and you are crazy that you don't see my point, and what are you talking about, what you said is not true, or that is fake information, and you think incorrectly. So whenever you believe that you are right, and only you are right, and not just from one perspective, that you are absolutely right and the other person is wrong, then you have this problem that you are not aware of your mind. Because if you understand that, how random is it that there are 8 billion people on the earth and you are the only one who knows it correctly, so that is ridiculous. So if you have an opinion, that is fine. If you understand that this is my opinion based on my life experience, based on the information I gathered, and I come up with that this is the way I see the world, but I'm aware that it is the creation of my mind, then it's fine. No problem if you have any other opinion or different opinion. But the problem comes when you really believe that you are right and other people are wrong. This is like for me it's for crazy, and people start to argue, which is not necessarily bad that people argue. The problem for me, if I believe that I am the only right person in this topic, and if I think that it's objective, that I see the truth as an objective reality, instead of understanding that my mind creates my interpretation and I have randomly selected information created by other people for me. I have limited life experiences, and I focus on certain things that my mind determines what to focus on. So understand, I have separate videos about all of these topics: creating mental models, meaning, perception process, being tolerant, creating multiple perspectives. You can see everything from many different perspectives. So if you practice this, then it will become very obvious that you create in your mind, and it's okay if you have an opinion, and even if you fight for this opinion, no problem. But for me, it's tragic when people absolutely sure that they have the only right knowledge about something and everybody else is wrong.